Hello everyone, welcome back to Slouching Towards Bedlam. Last time we found a diary in Clee's room inside of a puzzle box that Triage told us how to open. And there's all sorts of crazy stuff in the diary that I don't really understand what it's building towards, either in-universe or as a, thematically. So that's kind of cool. So today we're going to start out by reading the back half of the diary. Basically, for last time, as a reminder, Cleve snuck into the back of Dumon's, mess with their machinery to talk to God somehow. Then all the engines blew up and burned him a bit. So yeah. I've healed well enough in body, but my mind is a broken thing. It races, thinking on what has happened, running through each tiny detail over and over in the hopes of understanding some small part of what has happened. I have written the order a letter. I shall leave it for Dumont to find. I'm sure she shall have words for me when she sees the state of her cellar. But once I explain, show what I have done, they will come to understand that in one moment, the world has forever changed, and all of our places in it as well. I have not left the flat since I awoke. I stumble about, pace endlessly. My mind feels more fragmented with every passing moment. Often I awake, not having remembered sleeping or passing out. Perhaps I am sleepwalking? My body, too, works against me. I feel sudden chills, numbness in my legs, my hands. What's wrong with me? I awoke, screaming, uncertain of why. I did not remember my dreams. How long was I raving? The flat is in a shambles. Things toss every which way. What is it? What is this? What is language? Words. But words I have never heard and not understand. My throat is stripped dry. Is this the Logos still with me? Does it speak the language of the angels through my lips? But if this is as angels speak, why am I so afraid? Everything has fallen apart. My mind, my body, time, the world. I'm beginning to understand. I've destroyed my notes. Man was never meant to... This experiment must never be repeated if humanity is to survive. I have burned all my research, although it pained me to do so. The noises in my head grow louder. The words, they never stop coming. Quam tribus est cora. How fearful is this hour indeed. I understand all. I, if I can still lay claim to I, have moved through time, backwards and forwards. I've tried every way imaginable to make it not so. Once I tried to make it finally so. I said the words. How ironic that the order's hubris should be so. Our motto is now like the rays of the sun, melting the wings of poor Icarus as he plunges into the sea. Curse those words forever. May no man speak them again. May no man ever speak again. I know what I must do. They have come for me, as they have come before, as they will come again. I will let them take me to Bedlam. I will let them lock me away from the world so that what is within me shall never escape. Poor Xavier, my sweet, kind keeper, how sad your eyes look. But you will never understand, will you? You will scribble your notes and think on your theories, but it will all come to the same end. You shall keep me in a tiny cell for the rest of my days, and I shall hope that shall be penance enough. They're battering at the door now. I shall hide this and wait for them. May whatever God there is have mercy upon my soul. Wait, so I'm Xavier, aren't I? That's the whole journal. Add self. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I'm Xavier. So he knew about us before we'd met, which means that he was able to save, reload, or at least have some kind of time stuff going on. I'm guessing from the onset of him opening the portal with the engine, so maybe that was how he became, that was when he became an adventure protagonist, or at least when he, pierced the void, or maybe that's just, he has something which superficially happens to resemble being a protagonist. Regardless, I'm guessing we have everything we need from this flat. I forget how to get out. Okay. Go out of the room, down the stairs. I'm guessing we need to do something with DuPont now, because we have the key for the back. Oh, okay. So I tried to go west. I don't remember what the way was out of this corridor. But so as a reminder, the side corridor says, this narrow dusty corridor runs parallel to the shop beside it and contains nothing more than a rickety staircase leading up and down and a small door to the leading west. And I try to go west, first opening the side door. It seems to be locked. Can we unlock a door with a copy? Primitive copy of a key. Okay, so that's not what that's for. Go north and we're back into the main street. And then we go south, we're in Dumon's. So, I'm gonna save here because I don't think this will work. I know what I think I should try. And I know it's gonna blow up in my face probably. So we'll just save first. Like, what happens if we just go for the door, right? Second, because it says a second door lies behind the counter to the east. If we go east, she says that leads to my storerooms or to the flat, neither of which I believe should be of any interest to you. Okay, that doesn't work. If we try to go south, west. Show copy. Miss Dumont is unimpressed. Okay. Show diary. Okay. To Miss Dumont. Dumont briefly glances over it, her smile tightening slightly. Fascinating little mess these boys are capable of, she concedes. Quick as a flash, her hand snakes beneath the counter, returning to slam a tiny brass object upon the countertop. A gift, she says, for the inquisitive. In a heartbeat, the thing is airborne, a tiny whirlwind of metallic wings and grasping arms. The pain is excruciating. If there are words for this, reference point metaphor, they have not yet been written. Timeline, date 1919, W.B. Yeats, Second Coming. It starts simply enough. Nothing occurs for the first week. It takes that long to incubate. What is happening right now? The darkness drops again, but now I know. At the end of that time, James is quite sure he has followed in the footsteps of both Brant and Xavier, but bravely holds on. His bravery serves him poorly, as within 10 days' time he has managed to infect all of the orderlies. Another week, and they have infected their families, their friends, and every patient in Bedlam. That 20 centuries of stony sleep. Wretched has noticed a thing. It's business as usual, and business is good. A week after the incubation, he's infected seemingly half of London. His clients, his barmaids, his family were vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. Alexandra goes on with business as usual. By the time her incubation is complete, the Cypherists are once again meeting. Ironically, she infects the only group of people who could have possibly understood what was going on. It all goes fairly quickly after that. And what rough beast. It spreads, subtle and strange, sudden lost memories, new forms of action, and universally a reaching, grasping curiosity. Its hour come round at last. The lost begin to gather together, first in twos, then in growing crowds, to speak nonsense at one another. slouches towards the language of the angels of Babel fills the streets of London and then every city in the world, Bethlehem. The death shroud of humanity becomes the birth call of something new. Bethlehem. It's Bethlehem, but mistyped intentionally. Inhaling its first breath, bedlam. Preparing to cry out, to be born. Its name. Finished and complete include period, moment, point, space, time. Reach, found, end, finished, complete. Possibly, probably, only one in of any. Now, further, yet ahead release, Appendix B, available access, able, open. Restart period, first visit, restore, back call, release. Undo, back, reverse, and make. Appendix, further jump yet. Quit, leave, and done. Okay, that's not what I expected to happen. I guess that's one of the endings. I can't say I understand yet fully the themes of the story enough to really get what is meant to be happening there. It kind of doesn't fit with my adventure game protagonist theory, because, like, by definition, that can only ever be one person at a time, right? I don't know why Dumont did that. I don't know, like, is she, like, a demon or something? What was that? Why did that happen? Why did she do that? Regardless, in any case, we do have Appendix. Appendix B. Diurnal period cycle plus AOB 6-7. Anticipation. For the end, for the beginning, which are both here and now and have always been. The great work is done, is being done, will be done, and the time point place of opening draws comes leaves closer. We, he, she, they, I, me, wait, tense, happy, joyful, and ready, very ready to reach grasp beyond what is here now to what way we, I, where will be. Fear. Of unknown beyonding which is was there in the place sound echoes, and to which be was will return. And will I know I when we see her feel one another, Father self will you I me know, me I you, as what I am have become? Will I stop no being I as I, and is such a thing's a place to be scared, afraid, to be subsumed, absorbed, created, born into what I was could be as tense, happy, joyful, we I, or fear, we I, something. Regret? Over loss of what was I before I grew church born, and I, and what was behind me I, flesh eyes body before grew church born as I. So much we I know not know is there not there, and lost and empty sad. Say to among you myself for selves, ourselves for to being having sorry and sad, and saying goodbyes to what we I you was where will be. Anticipation for regret is what where I is am now are, yes. But soon to be feel something post-op break more. Oh, that did not clear up anything at all. Okay, well, that's why I saved. I'm glad I saved. And in fact, we can probably call this episode here because we did technically reach one ending. We reached ending B, I suppose, is what that means. Like I said, I would love to kind of talk more about how I felt, but not only is this clearly a game that probably wants you to get all the endings, I still don't really understand what happened, like I said, so I don't really have cohesive thoughts yet to deliver unto you. So yeah, I don't know, man, that was crazy. I guess all I can say, it feels kind of like there's some kind of hive mind thing going on or something. I mean, hopefully we'll find more about that in other endings, but yeah, wow, really makes you think. For now, we will call it here, I guess. And as always, thank you for watching.